Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever it is where you are. So, we've been trying to figure out how to present this. Miriam figures we can do just a couple of shorts. And what I want to do is, well, we've been living in our trailer full time for 3.5 years, just to give you a basic idea of what's going on. We're not traveling a lot because I still work full time, so we travel roughly 2 months out of the year. And these next couple videos are some of my favorite mods that I've done to make life easier on us. It's just neat little things to change, and it's something fairly simple. All of them are fairly simple, and I'll just show you right now. Okay, here we are beside the business end of the trailer here, right beside the electrical hookup and the sewer and the water lines and all that. That's not what I wanted to point out, but what the easiest, or one of my favorite, and probably one of the ones that has saved me the most money, is this little guy right here. Right at the bottom of the slide, you can see it, just this little piece of rubber weather stripping all the way along, right from here all the way along to the outside. And on the Schwintek slides, I was able to just butt it right up against the bottom track, and I didn't have to put any extra silicone on there. I just gave it a good cleaning, made sure that the bottom of the slide here, it is steel because it's part of the tracking, so it seals really nice. And what this does, any water that runs down the side of the slide comes down here and drips off the bottom of the weather stripping, thus nothing goes underneath, and the bottom of the slide stays dry. I've seen some people where water comes running down and wicks underneath, and it's particle board, and it just sucks it up like a sponge, and then people end up having a lot of water issues with the slide sagging and not being able to go in or out properly, and then it's a very expensive repair. And on this one here, I did the same on all three of my slides. On this one, this is my kitchen slide, I actually took this stripping off, just popped it out, took the screws out, and siliconed in behind it, put the weather stripping on, and silicone the top of that as well, and then put this metal bracket back on, and it's totally sealed up all the way. Sorry about that bad camera work. It's sealed up all the way along the whole side of the slide, and I did that with all three of the slides that we have, and that one has probably saved me the most money. It's just no water is wicking underneath the slide to make soft spots or wet spots or cause issues down the road.
Those weather strips you put on the bottom of the slides, how are they holding up?
Actually really, really well. I have replaced one because it had a couple of tears in it from moving the slide in and out. But aside from that, no issues at all. It's holding up really well.
Hi. Okay.
Our 60-pound lapdog.
You had something else you wanted to say?
Bailey.
Fine.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, she wants to sit down.
Bailey's here. Okay.
Anyways, one point when I was outside showing you the weather stripping hanging off the side of the slide, and the furnace was turned on and the camera got a little bit too close to it, so I apologize for the camera fogging up for the 3 or 4 seconds there.
Oh, okay. Gonna have to readjust this, Brent. Okay.
here we are up on top of the trailer. This is actually one of the more time-consuming, but this one here, yeah, it's a very time-consuming job. But if you do it right the first time, I don't think you ever have to worry about it again. What I've done, well, I'll explain how we started. We were driving into Lethbridge from Moose Jaw in the middle of a windstorm, wind and rain, and yeah, it was not a fun time to drive. Not a big deal. We got into our park in Lethbridge on our way to Calgary, so we stopped for the night, and every morning I do a roof check just to make sure no branches fell on the slides or any leaves are in the way of the slides, so we could put them in and out properly. And then I found that right here on the nose cap, basically from that vent all the way to the outside edge, had peeled up. All of the die-core that was on there had basically obliterated, and the roof had peeled up, and it was up a good 6 inches from basically halfway across the trailer. So I did have some 6-inch tape, as you can see. I put 2 full strips of 6-inch tape all the way across, edge to edge. And that was about 2.5 years ago. I believe, I'll have to double check on the time, but I know it's been at least 2 years that I had that issue. So what I did was took 4-inch tape and went all the way down the eaves, right to the back. I started off with 2-inch tape, but I figured I've got some 4-inch, so I topped it up with that. And then on this side, I've still got just the 2-inch tape, and no issues at all. Although I have had the crows come and start digging at it. And I've gone all the way around everything, all the way around the wine guard here. It's all sealed up, all the way around every place where there was DAP sealant, the die-core sealant from factory. If there was any that was drying up, I peeled it away and put some new stuff down. And the only thing I haven't done is gone underneath the casing for the AC, but I've gone around every vent cover and every skylight, edge to edge, and it's still all holding really well. Every vent is done, and even underneath the dirty covers that you see. Yeah, we're still in the middle of winter, so I haven't come up here to give the trailer a wash. But this one here, yes, it was the most time consuming. It probably took me a good couple hours to do it, but I had to wash it first, remove any of the die-core that was starting to look a little bit iffy, reapplied any, and cleaned it properly, and then I put down all the tape. So the roof is bulletproof. A lot of people will spend a few $1,000s on redoing the roof with I think a rhino spray or something along those lines. That's out of my budget. And basically I spent maybe $150 in tape, the 6-inch and the 4-inch, and then I had some 2-inch as well. But yeah, the 6-inch tape, it's actually the way to go. You get a good seal. I used a roller on it to make sure everything was flush, and then yeah, it worked out great. No problem at all.
Okay, we got rid of the lap dog. She'll be back.
So I just wanted to point out why I put these two clips together, or these two mods in the same video. They are both basically for keeping water out of sensitive areas. Well, the roof tape, yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then the stripping on the bottom of the slides, yeah, that stops water from wicking underneath the slides. And those are two huge issues. Well, one huge issue. Water getting into your rig is not a good thing.
No.
So give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And ring that bell for notifications. Well, good morning, everyone. afternoon or wherever it is you might be. I'm going to start this over again.
Those weather strips.
Yes, dear.
Hang on. I feel like we're sitting crooked.
Stay there. Stay there, puppy girl. Just a minute, okay?
Yours more sag than mine.
Yeah, well, mine's got more weight in it.
Okay.
You stay down, baby.
Yeah, Bailey, stay down.